Okay, so you can hear it in the background. Roxie is clearly like singing along to the tune of what's going on. I mean, she's obviously rocking out, but she spells out Pokemon, P-O-K-E-M-O-N, Pokemon. Sometimes the rhythm is just completely off. Like her words are not nearly in sync with the music like they're supposed to be. It happens like once every 4 or 5 times around. It's very silly. I love it. Anyways, what is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2. In the last episode, we finished up at the Virbank complex, got ourselves the Rock Smash TM, and entered the Virbank gym, where we took down the first trainer. We're going to be finishing it off here today, right off the bat, starting off with a Venipede, which get used to seeing that before we actually take on the gym leader herself. Now, I do believe that it doesn't really matter, because Venipede is more of an offensive Pokemon than a defensive Pokemon, so whatever I throw at it isn't going to really be a huge deal. I'm not too worried about that, but we should be able to get through this fight with honestly no issue whatsoever. I'm not even remotely concerned. So down goes the Venipede, and then she's going to have one more. We're going to get to level 18 off of this. Another coughing, so I will just stick with Water Gun. Hopefully this doesn't make me spend another antidote here, but I'm sure it's going to try to spam Poison Gas at me. Just take it out as quickly as possible. No, Assurance, actually. Interesting. Okay, I mean, sure, why not? I'll take it. Assure. There we go. Down goes Coughing. Very, very simple. Off to level 18. I'm going to use a potion before the next battle starts, and I think I'm also going to equip both Tomoe and Jack with an Oran Berry each. So, I mean, well, maybe a Pecha Berry would honestly be better. No, I think Oran Berry is going to be the play here, because while they do have moves that can poison, they don't have anything guaranteed. Nothing like a Toxic, nothing like a Poison Gas, nothing that is outright designed to cause poison. So I'm not really too worried about dealing with that. If I get unlucky, I get unlucky. Oh well. All right, here we go. Roxie, let's do this. And so begins the battle against Roxie, the second gym leader here in Black and White 2, and the leader of the Virbank gym, the Poison type specialist. She's only got 2 Pokemon, not too big of a deal to deal with. Honestly, unless you are wholly unprepared for this fight or you're rocking like Snivy, this is probably an even easier gym than the first one. First up is Coughing with Assurance, Tackle, and Smog. Smog is obviously the one thing to watch out for, just because it has a pretty high poison rate if it hits. But aside from that, really not something you're going to worry about too much. We'll be able to take this down, no problem. It's the other Pokemon that's definitely going to give you a lot more problems, but only if you get really unlucky. So this is Whirlipede, the evolved form of Venipede. Now, this thing is very defensive, so it is a lot harder to take down. And it has Venoshock, Protect, Poison Sting, and Pursuit, as well as the ability Poison Point. So if you use physical attacks on it, you're upping your chance of getting poisoned. Now, Venoshock itself is a decently strong move, but it's not nearly as terrifying as if you are poisoned, because then the power of it doubles. This is the thing you need to watch out for. So this is why I am avoiding physical attacks at all costs, because I really don't want poison to happen. Otherwise, this Venoshock is going to be devastating. So I'm going to let Tomoe kind of do the self-healing there. And it's looking like this Water Gun isn't going to quite be enough to knock Whirlipede out. Oh, it's going to actually use a Protect here. Okay. So I'm probably going to have to just keep spamming Water Gun until I can eventually push Whirlipede over the line. But they're probably going to get a poison off right here. So just use another Water Gun. There we go. Super Potion. That's what I thought was coming. All of its HP is back. That's okay. But yeah, just avoid attacking this thing directly. If it decides to use Poison Sting, which it normally won't just because it's a lower power move, that's probably the only time you really need to be worried, because Poison Sting has a decently high chance of causing poisoning, but it's also not the worst thing in the world. I would be much more worried about Poison Point. So I'm going to use one of my fresh waters here, just to keep Tomoe from going down. Another Venoshock. If this is a crit, it could be really bad, but otherwise I'm not too worried about it. Again, Whirlipede is mostly defensive. It's not as much of an offensive Pokemon. It's got very mediocre offensive stats, which change a lot once it actually evolves into Scolipede. Then it becomes an absolute powerhouse. But for right now, it's not too much to worry about, and it's going to go down with this Water Gun here, pushing Tomoe to level 19. And there we go. Very, very simple. We've defeated leader Roxie. Wait, I was right in the middle of the chorus. You were like, you're always in the chorus with this song. You just sing the same part over and over again. What are you doing losing, Roxie? Well, I guess that means you're strong. This stinks, but I gave it everything I had, and I feel revitalized and refreshed now. Here, proof that you beat me. And there we go, everybody. We have gotten ourselves the Toxic Badge. All right, 2 badges. Now Pokemon up to level 30, even Pokemon you got in trades will realize how good you are and won't ignore your commands. Also here, use this TM, and of course we get the TM for Venoshock. Like I said, pretty okay move on its own. It's got a base power of 65. It's a special attack, but if you use it on a Pokemon that's already poisoned, that ups the base power to 130, which is obviously not the easiest prerequisite to get, especially because Venoshock itself can't cause poisoning, so you need to have a secondary way of doing that, but if you can make it happen, this move hits like a truck. Venoshock covers the target in special poison liquid. Yeah, okay, we got it. It almost packs too much of a punch. Well, thank you, Roxie. I really appreciate it. And as we head out, we're going to get stopped here. Hey, you, I felt like you were something special during your battle with Roxie. Please come with me. You're going to make me go now. Okay. Going to Poké Star Studios? Oh, I forgot. The old man. I have to get him back to work as captain. Yeah, you definitely do need to get back to work. Get him back to work. I love how you were so enraged by it that you forgot that he went there, and now you have to like go back after having your little angst session down here in the concert venue. Very silly. Anyway, we don't actually have to follow them to Poké Star Studios just yet. I can at least swing by the Pokemon Center before anything else is done. So give me just a second to do that. And before we actually leave, let's check the Pokemon Center really quickly, or Pokemart, excuse me, just to see the added things we got in here, which I don't actually believe is anything. I'm pretty sure it is exactly the same as it was, so no new items this time around. Actually, now that I think about it, it might be every other gym battle, isn't it? Probably. Regardless, I am going to get a whole lot more repels, pretty much spend as much money as I can on them. However, I am also going to sell a couple of things here. Mainly, I have myself a pearl that I can get rid of. Only 700, a lot less than I thought, but then there's also the tiny mushroom that we got earlier. So for a total of 950, not the worst thing in the world, I will take it. All right, let's get on out of here. We're going to head on over to Poké Star Studios, and I cannot wait to have this explanation. And by cannot wait, I mean it's cute. It's different. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I certainly prefer Pokemon contests to this, but it has its fans, and there's something very quaint about it. Anyway, I see. That kid sounds promising. Indeed, and that kid should be here any moment. Oh, and look who should appear. Welcome to Poké Star Studios. Hey, May, we've been waiting for you. This is our boss, Mr. Studio. Yeah, super subtle. Bonjour, hello, I am Studio. Charmed, I'm sure. So you must be May. We were just talking about you. I'd like to explain Poké Star Studios, but I need a little time to prepare. I'm so sorry, darling. Could you wait an eensy moment? In the meantime, I'll show you around Poké Star Studios. Oh, that would be marvelous. Movies, they're amazing. Poké Star Studios inspires and moves people all over the world. You can make sure May experiences its many charms. Well then, I absolutely must be off and start my preparations. I'll see you in a minute. Sure thing. It's my boss for you. What graceful footwork. Well then, May, come with me. So obviously you can't have an American-themed region without some homage to Hollywood, and that is what Poké Star Studios is. It's a really cool area with a really interesting gimmick, but that's mostly what it is a gimmick. Let's just let him explain for now. First, let me briefly tell you what Poké Star Studios is all about. Poké Star Studios was built for making films. It's a movie metropolis. Many films are made and released right here. As we go around the singular palm tree, but I love that it has lights like pointed at it. Couldn't have more than one. This is the theater. Of course, this is where the films are shown. Movie fans from all over also gather here. How about we have a look inside? Sure. Guess we can have a look around to see what's going on. Oh, it's nice in here. Here we are. This is the reception area. Oh, if it isn't the scout himself, thanks to you. Oh, sorry. I'm not doing my William Shatner impression. Oh, if it isn't the scout himself, thanks to you. I've made my movie debut. Wow, I'm glad to hear that. And who would that be? This is May. I witnessed this trainer challenging your daughter. It struck me. Here's someone with real potential. A fresh discovery for Poké Star Studios. You beat Roxie. I see. You must be a pretty good trainer. Oh, you know what? They're releasing my movie now. Are you thinking about making a Poké Star Studios debut too? Then I do insist you watch my movie in order to gain acting tips from a professional such as myself. That's a good idea. May it should be a good introduction to filmmaking for you. Awesome, let's go. Okay, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to actually do a little bit of explaining. but we are going to be kind of forced to watch this movie. This is where you choose the movie you want to watch. There are 8 screens in the theater here in Poké Star Studios. Pretty impressive. Now, it seems like my movie will be shown on a special screen. Okay. So off we go. Now, movies are pretty much set up events. Watching them, nothing changes, okay? It's all in the process of actually filming them, which you're going to do in a different location. This is where you, quote-unquote, make your Pokemon movie stars. You've got plenty of different options on how you're going to make your movies, but what really matters is how you shoot the movie. You are going to be given basically battle options to, quote-unquote, defeat the villain as you go through each movie. There are a whole bunch of different kinds of movies that you can do, but the important thing is how you make the ending work. If you win a fight, that's a happy ending. If you lose a fight, that's a sad ending. And if you do something off-kilter or bizarre, that ends up in a strange ending. Those are the only things that matter. Now, obviously, going with a happy ending is going to be an improvement on your stars rating, while a sad ending is going to be a decrease. But it's the strange endings that make things kind of strange. Usually, I mean, I think it's kind of hilarious, but they're basically wanting you to be creative, to be out of bounds, to do very strange and different things, because strange endings always have the best effect on a movie. They always have the best effect in the audience. If you have a happy ending, the improvement is only slightly on your rank and your Pokemon's rank. It's a little bit more significant on your Pokemon's rank than your rank, though. Sad ending, obviously, it still improves your rank just a bit, but barely at all. However, it will decrease your Pokemon star rank. But a strange ending greatly improves your rank and basically turns your Pokemon into an instant star, which is kind of the entire point of Poké Star Studios. So you're trying to make each Pokemon a star, but obviously you can't use the same Pokemon every time because depending on the movie that you're shooting, you need to have different Pokemon that fit different situations. That's pretty much it. I know it sounds like complex the way that I'm making it. It's really not. You're given a script, you're given a movie, you are told what kind of Pokemon you should use for it, and then you pick that Pokemon, and then you just choose the battle commands, and that's it. So, literally this one right here, perfect example. Riolu Man, which was Roxie's father, lost all strength to fight because he sucked and lost to a Vullaby even though he had type advantage on it. All we have to do is get our own Riolu, basically shoot the same film, win the fight, and there we go. Obviously, we could go with a strange ending, but the prerequisites for doing that sometimes can be a little bit difficult. There are 40 different movies that you have to go through and get endings for all of them, but you specifically, I know the strange endings are actually better for your rating, but getting all the happy endings is what you want to achieve to actually finish out Poké Star Studios, because then you'll get yourself a statue in the plaza, and you'll also get to head into the VIP room. Now, with all of that said, is there an actual benefit to all this? Do you get anything beyond a physical achievement in-game? No, it's just for fun. There's no items tailored to this. There's no Pokemon attached to this. This is just an extra thing to do for the yucks. And honestly, that's not a ton different from Pokemon Contest when you really think about it, but it's just much less in depth, much less involved. What's the matter? Ha ha ha, I've always dreamed of making my debut on the silver screen. Now I've fulfilled that dream. What are you saying? Different people have different talents. I knew it all along. But I see my daughter striving to balance the responsibility of being a gym leader while pursuing her own dream of being in a band. Although I'm a father, I really wanted to pursue my own long-held dream. If you stop pursuing your dreams, your life might as well be over. Right? I'm going back to my duties as a ship captain for now. Someday, I'll return to the screen. Until that day comes, I'll leave all the starring roles to you. We had better get going. Mr. Dio should be ready by now. I like how we just kind of gloss over that entire mini monologue he had there. But okay, off we go, and this is going to probably take us back over to the other side of Poké Star Studios, and then we're going to actually get to see the shooting process in action. So, yes, this is the filming studio. This is where Poké Star Studios movies are born. Well, now, come inside. Mr. Dio should be waiting. Okay. And then after this, I think we're going to explore around outside a little bit, just for the fun of it. Hey, boss, I brought May. Well, now, thanks for coming. First, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Studio. I'm the owner of Poké Star Studios. So, May, darling, I brought you here because I have a very important request of you. I bet you figured it out, but I want you to be in Poké Star Studios movies. The scout said you were absolutely positively oozing with star potential, and when I saw you, your potential struck me like a lightning bolt. Yes, sir, boss. There's no doubt in my mind that this trainer will become a top star of Poké Star Studios' silver screen. I know, isn't it fabulous? I am sure you'll be a big star, darling, so I beg of you, be in a movie. Today I've even called on an amazing, astounding co-star for you. Bryson, would you join us? Bryson, the 7th gym leader from the last game. And Bryson, pleased to meet you. Bryson is Poké Star Studios' pride and joy, our marquee star. I've prepared a positively perfect script for a big veteran star like him and a fresh new talent like you. Those eyes, I look forward... Oh, sorry. That's Bryson's voice. Those eyes, I look forward to acting with you. All right, Bryson, off you go. As cool as ever. So that's the situation. If you talk to that fine staff member over there, you can shoot the film. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. To start with, try going big. Well, now, May, looking forward to working with you. Please do your best until we make a movie to release in the theater. Okay, I don't think it actually matters. I think I'm allowed to select the Pokemon after, but just in case, I'm going to put Jack in the starting slot, and we're going to talk to you. Welcome to the soundstage of Poké Star Studios. Oh, I guess since I don't remember your name, you must be new. Is that it? Nothing from you? Okay, well, what about you? Welcome to the soundstage of Poké Star Studios. Would you like to try and shoot a film? Yes. What Pokemon do you want to have perform with you? Now, you can go with a rental Pokemon if you want to, but I'm going to go with a party Pokemon. Oh, I can't? I have to use a rental Pokemon? Well, okay. And then let's start the shoot. And I think it's going to give us a Riolu anyway, if I'm not mistaken, which I think is even more funny. Okay, let's get rolling in 3, 2, 1, action! And so it begins. Okay, so, yeah, like I said, this is mostly just a fancy, weird way of doing a Pokemon battle. And they're going to start off with Pawniard, and we are going to get our, like I said, Riolu. I had a feeling. For some reason, I misremembered that we could use our own, but I guess not. They're going to make us use this one. Check the script. It's important. Yeah, okay, we're going to start with a Force Palm here. Now, of course, where our Riolu man went wrong was that he used Force Palm again on the Vullaby, when Vullaby is not technically weak to fighting. It's actually neutralizes it with its flying type. So, get down on your knees before me, and when I end you with my Dark Secret Arts, prepare to be finished. Should I say I'm scared? That would be kind of strange. I'm going to go bring it on. Well said. My Dark Secret Arts enter. Take them and be gone. Scene 2. I can see that working for that line. All right, let's go. Action. Ice Punch. Got a feint attack here. Okay, not very effective. And then, boom. All right, is that going to give us our happy ending? We will see. And cut. That might not be bad. I love how they literally go out of their way to make it seem like this guy has a New York accent. Fine work, everyone. Filming's done. And we're just going to leave Bryson. Okay. Good work on the shoot. Would you like to release the film you just shot in the theater? Why do I have that say? I'm not part of the PR and marketing firm. Excuse me? I mean, sure. And it is going to actually make me save the game here. Okay, I suppose I can. I actually don't like doing this until I'm usually at the end of a recording session, but the game is going to force me to do it. It basically makes sure that your film is actually set in stone so that you can't renege if you actually decide to release it. Especially because once you see the results and if you're not happy with it, they're going to be like, oh, so you can't undo it. Great, good work. That was stirring acting. I can't wait to see the finished film. And this is where we're really amazing. The movie you just filmed will be finished in an instant and released on the silver screen. Come now, May, darling, let's be off to the theater. There's no way that the effects are going to be finished for this. Hey, boss, sorry to interrupt, but the time... Oh, that's right, got it. Boo, so sorry, May, darling, I have to hurry off. But, May, you should go see how your debut turned out. I'm sure it'll be an amazing movie. You are in it, after all. Ciao, see you again soon. Poké Star Studios is always waiting for you, May. Okay, well, we're going to have to do that. However, before I do... Let me see. I guess, well, actually, there is no one else to talk to in here, so never mind. I thought I was going to have to talk to someone in here. I guess really quickly, I can just kind of show, all of the stuff going on around Poké Star Studios. There's, some interesting models and a lot of different NPCs you can talk to. It's a lot of just kind of fluff, not really anything important. Raining for 3 hours, how long does it take to put on makeup anyway? You got a little, I think this is supposed to be the Royal Unova back in Castelia, which is kind of cool, and there's Sky Arrow Bridge, obviously. So that's pretty nice, little cool models. You just get some interesting things to, look at around here, but nothing really more than that. And then this is where your statue is going to go, if you had one, but also if you get your 40 happy endings for all of the many different movies. So... if I can control my D-pad here, let's head inside. I really need to, like, get used to this. My fat thumbs, man. My really, really fat thumbs. By the way, you do have a vending machine over here if you want to use it to get yourself some lemonades, fresh waters, and, why can I remember? Soda pops. Thank you. Okay, let's talk to this lady at the front desk. From Poké Star Studios, watch a movie. Please select the movie you want to watch, and the only option is Riolu Girl versus Bryson Man. Let's do it. So we're going to pay attention to the audience's reactions, which is on the bottom screen here as the movie plays out. What you obviously don't want them doing is falling asleep. You want them captivated at any time. Also, I love their faces as they watch the movie. It is one of the most uncanny valley things. They also just look like NPCs out of a Rhythm Heaven game, which I think is hilarious. But a place of never-ending smiles, everyone's ideal place to play. The amusement park, and that was there was no way I was going to read that in time. I tried, I really did, but I only got halfway through that. I guess if I had read that as quickly as possible, it would have been fine. But yeah, it wasn't going to happen. All right, here we go. Challenge by Masked Man, Bryson Man. It's just literally a Pokemon battle. I feel like they could have gotten a bit more creative with this in the way that they implemented things. Also, I love that they CGI'd on the mask and cape for me. So that's pretty great, because I definitely wasn't wearing that when I was shooting. But anyway, yeah, it's just Pokemon battling. They definitely could have done like choose your own adventure stuff with this and tried to stylize it a bit more. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I think the Pokemon musicals just have a little bit more going on with them. They're just a bit more interesting, and even they're not very much so. Like, I don't know. These are all definitely concepts of an idea, but they just kind of feel like cute little side projects that like some developer at Game Freak was just like, I'm just going to throw this together and we're going to have it work. And they're just like, sure, why not? Graft it on there. It adds more content to the game anyway. And then make it 50 of them. And then that's plenty of things to tide players over with, so they feel like they've had a lot to do when playing our game. And it's like, yeah, but again, they could definitely they could have done more with it. Now, my entire audience seems incredibly bored by this entire situation. Oh no, they're sad. Why are they so sad? Maybe I shouldn't have said bring it on. Maybe I should have said something else. Well, here comes the feint attack. Oh no, this is not looking good. Let's see what happens when we get the ice punch. And down goes Vullaby. So let's see what's going to happen with the audience. Maybe my secret arts to take out my Pokemon one hit. Don't you get it, Bryson Man? This is an amusement park filled with the ideals of people. Be on your best behavior and go home. Very well, I shall pull back today. Be the messenger of truths and ideals. I'm pretty sure that's not true at all. That's main character in the first game and N. But whatever. Apparently everybody loved us. Bryson Man, the Masked Man, what is he planning to do? Teaching Bryson Man, the Masked Man, a lesson. The Riolu Girls save the amusement park. What a fun and interesting. Look at how captivated these people are. They loved it. And with the credits rolling, are we going to get anything out of these people? I mean, I guess it's good that they didn't fall asleep, but I sure am not seeing any smiling faces. Also, I love that I was part of the screenplay there. It's very silly. I don't remember writing the script. We got claps. Okay, there we go. They're mostly satisfied. Awesome. Well, I will take it. Okay, so if we got a good ending, let's talk to this guy. Hey, May, I'm a huge fan of your work. Great work as always. Here, take this. So this confirms that I got myself a happy ending because he then gives us lemonades as a result. Movie was just great. Your movies are the best. So every single time you want to make sure that you got the happy ending, all you need to do is, well, I mean, the crowd reaction is one, but then just go over to this backpacker and you get some lemonades for your trouble, which lemonades are really, really nice because they actually do heal a fair bit. In fact, they heal 80 HP and you're going to get 5 for doing so, which is really awesome. Definitely going to be something that we're going to take on the road with us. But guys, oh, hold on. Studio's back. Well, if it isn't May, darling. This particular effort turned out to be a spectacular hit, darling. Keep it up and you'll be loved by movie buffs everywhere and our staff. Bye for now, May. I'm so looking forward to your next picture, darling. Not happening, Mr. Studio, because I have no intentions of coming back here ever again. I feel like that was more than an in-depth run. Did I just say rub down? Run down. My goodness, that is my allergies making it really hard for me to pronounce N's for some reason. Oh my goodness. This time of year, man, it kills me. It absolutely kills me. Anyway, I feel like that was a good enough rundown of Poké Star Studios explanation-wise. Obviously, like I said, it gets a little more interesting as you go, but it's more or less just the same concept from here on out. So, like I said, I wouldn't really worry too much about it. It's just a thing to do to pass the time. But I really don't need to come back here, actually. I need to go to the Pokemart and stock up on some things, but I also need to finally end this episode because that is going to be it for this one. Thank you all so very much for watching, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.